Sasa kama singepanda na Eric. Unajua nilikuwa naendelea kufinyania hapo kwa icon. Na unajua kama mpaka 20 minutes.
That was a very big mistake that can occur on a farm. This is a very sad story, but it is also a lesson to someone, because someone can just really think that things are like this, and just a slight mistake can lead to these huge losses. Okay, this story is a bit emotional, but I'll just start it right away so that you guys can really know what really went on. So that we went from this place, I'll show you a video, and then we ended up in this place. And I don't want you guys to come up with your own conclusion, but I want just to tell you what really happened. Okay, so it was this fine morning. I had woken up very well, and I was going to the farm to do some vaccination on the farm. So the big thing was that our farm was lacking something, and that something was, watch out this video so that you can be able to know what really went on. Emergency has occurred. Here on my car, I can see when I try to press the horn button, it's not pressing. So I'm heading to the garage, and also we have a very big thing that is happening on the farm. That's why I'm really rushing towards the farm to see how I can help out the situation, because the things are so bad. So I'm heading to the garage first, and it is 9 or 6 in the morning, and I'm heading to the garage so that I can also be able to make this horn, and then I can head to the farm to see what is going on. There's an emergency on the farm. So here are the vaccines. We are going to vaccinate against fowlpox. As you can see, this one is 1,000 doses, as you can see, and that is the fowlpox vaccine. Yes, we are going to vaccinate this chicken at around 2 to 3 weeks, and we are going to tell you why we are vaccinating these chicks at 3 weeks old, and we are vaccinating fowlpox. So now let's head to the farm so that we can know what is going on down there. It's now that you're just heading to the farm. I have my vaccine down there, and now we are heading to the farm to see what is really going on. Yes. So this is the way to the farm. Let's head to the farm, then I'll update you on the things that are going on. You can see the landscape, you can see the view of where our farm is located. We are heading down there, down in the village. That's where our poultry farm is located. Yes. So I have reached the farm. Now let's go to the chicks. So after we arrived on the farm, the first thing we needed to do was to do the vaccination for the chicks for the fowlpox. So we had already bought the vaccines, and we were on the farm, and everything was in order. That is why I've been missing in action for a very long time. Then we started the vaccination of the chicks. Here is the video of the vaccination of the chicks so that you can be able to know the full story. So this is what is going on the poultry farm. We want to do some vaccination. You can see how the chicks are looking like. And also on the other end, you can see how the chicks are looking like. And that's why we want to do some vaccination on the poultry farm. So what you're doing, we want to mix the vaccines so that you can be able to know how the fowlpox vaccine is mixed. As you can see, we have the sterile diluent, and also we have this, the fowlpox vaccine. As you can see all around, that is a fowlpox vaccine, and it is for 1,000 doses. And this is the diluent, meaning we'll take this one, then we'll mix it here. I want to show you how it is done so that you can be able to do it on your own. First of all, we need something sharp. So what you're doing, you're using a nail so that you can be able to tear this. So that you can be able to tear this. And here is the diluent. You can see it. Diluent fowlpox for the liver. So here is it. It is. I have already opened it. And here is the vaccine. So let's mix it very fast so that you can be able to know what I'm talking about. So you take it. Then you take a bit of the diluent. Then you pour it in the vaccine. Make sure you're pouring it keenly so that you can't spill. So after you have done that, you take this one, then you shake it very well till that bulb that is in this. So the vaccine is ready. As you can see it, the fowlpox I've shaken until there's no any bubble remaining. So I'll pour it back into the diluent. It is back into the diluent. There's nothing here remaining in the bottle, meaning that everything is in order. Then we'll start to vaccinate the chicken. So we are doing the vaccination. Utakuja onyesha hapa. This is how you do the fowlpox. You make sure it passes all through. So you'll be able to see what is going on. So that is how it's done. Don't feel pity for the chicken, because this we are preventing some diseases from attacking your chick. And this is how it is done. So after we had vaccinated the chicken, you know, the first thing, I woke up in the morning, then I rushed to the garage. It was around 9, then I reached the garage around 10. Then I was making the horn for the car. After I've made the horn for the car, then I was able to head to the farm. On arriving on the farm, we had called some guys so that they can come and help us on the vaccination of the chicks, because the chicks were a lot. So we had to hire the local crew so that we can be able to vaccinate the chicks on time before the vaccine goes bad. So after we had arrived on the farm and we started doing the vaccination, we finished the vaccination, but the guys that were coming to do the vaccination on the farm, they arrived very late. So since they arrived very late on the farm, we were able to start the vaccination of the chicks a bit late. You can see a video here. I had already started vaccinating the chicks on my own before the guys that should help us in the vaccination of the fowlpox could arrive on the farm. So after I had started doing the vaccination on the farm, the guys arrived later. Like I came out from town like it was around 11. Then I reached the farm like around 11:30. So the guys arrived like 12-ish, around 12:10, 12:11 there. That is when the guys that were coming to help us to do the vaccination on the farm arrived on the farm. So we started doing the vaccination very well. We continued doing the vaccination very well without any case of thing that can cause any mortalities on the farm. When the chicks try to cram themselves together, we could come and scramble them from one end to the other. I want to tell you the biggest mistake. So after you have done that, you have walked the brooder as you pick the chicks and you vaccinate them. Make sure you keep on walking, because other chicks usually get scared, then they cram themselves in one corner. So after I had done all the vaccination for the chick, when I looked on the other end there, it was very, very dark. A dark cloud was hovering. Okay. And the biggest problem that was on the farm was that the farm was lacking water. These things, they added up like that. Let me tell you, the farm lacked water. So what we wanted to do, we said, the rain is a blessing. So we can be able to harvest the rainwater so that it can be used in giving our chicks. So we wanted to harvest the rainwater so that it can settle. Then it will be given to our chicks the following day, because our well was dry. So when the rain came, it was just like 10 minutes after we had finished vaccinating the chicks. So we went down, we moved out of the brooder after vaccinating the chicks. Then we went down to be able to see how we can harvest the rainwater for the chicks. After we had gone down, then the rain started. So the rain started when we were outside the brooder. And the rain came with a lot of wind, a lot of wind. And you know, when the rain came with a lot of wind, it caused these taplons over here to be split and to be thrown everywhere. Okay? And there was nobody in the brooder. So when the rain came, the taplon that we had tied using these manila sheet, these things, when the rainfall came with a lot of storm, it was able to cut this manila rope, and it was able to throw away the taplon. So after it has thrown away the taplon, the rain was able to enter into the chicken coop. So when the rain entered into the chicken coop, the chicks were startled, because since these chicks were brought into the farm, they had never ever experienced any case of rainfall. So they really wondered, what is that? What was this thing that it was attacking them? So the chicks decided to run towards one corner. So when they were running towards one corner and they were leaving the side that the rain was coming into the poultry house, that led to those chicks trying to crumble upon each other. And those weaker chicks that were on the floor, that led to huge mortalities on the poultry farm. And you know, the funny thing is that the rainfall only rained, or it fell, for only like 20 minutes. But it was very severe. It destroyed even a lot of, even you can see on the neighborhood over there. I want to show you. You can see those bananas. All those bananas were down. Some trees were even broken. Even you can see in our neighboring down there, the house roof, the roof of the house was brought up and it was gone. So the rainfall only fell like 20 minutes maximum. But the havoc that it caused is what you can see in the video. So it started with the chicken, and the chicken ran to one corner, then they started crumpling upon each other. So since the brooder was like this, and the rainfall came towards the upper end, so they ran towards the lower end, and they crumbled themselves in one end, in one circular end of that is far away from the window. So after doing that, the chicken were able to suffocate themselves. Within a period of 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, we were able to get such a huge loss. And this is a lesson. If you're brooding chicks and there is a case of a rainstorm and your house has some tampons on the end, make sure there is someone in the brooder so that you can be able to monitor the brooder. Because in any case, something like that happens and maybe you are out of town, you are not on the farm, and there is nobody on the farm, and the chicks are a lot, they can really be startled and it can cause you huge mortalities. That was a big mistake. You can be an experienced farmer, but some things in life can catch you by a surprise. Because we went down only like for 10 minutes, and that havoc happened. 10 minutes, then the rainfall started. Then 20 minutes later, we have lost such a flock. So I want to tell you guys, you can know a lot of things, but you can't know everything. So we keep on learning. So that was a big lesson, and we learned the hard way. So you have to really know that you should always be in the brooder at all times.
Nikwambia lazima tupande huko juu. Na unajua kamvua kamenyesha 20 minutes lakini kamvua kali. Na huko juu tulikuwa tukivaccinate, hakuna huko chini tulipoteza faranga moja. Huko juu hakuna kifaranga kwa tumepoteza tukivaccinate. Hakuna.
Juu hapa. Haungechimba hivi na jembe hivi.
Hii mvua imenyesha ni kibao.
Kwanza ya kampuni.
For you guys that haven't watched the benefit of charcoal, make sure you click up here and also like the video and subscribe to the channel. You can share this video to other farmers so that they can also have to know how to keep chicken properly without getting any cases of mortality on a poultry farm. Thank you guys for watching.